Hello, I am Sarah Goolsby, and I am graduating with my Entertainment Business Master of Science on Friday, September 6th of 2013, and this is my reflection assignment of the entire program and what I experienced and learned from it. First of all, I'm going to tell you why I chose Full Sail University. I chose Full Sail because after my undergrad degree in PR, I knew I wanted to be in the entertainment business, but I didn't know exactly how to do that. And I heard a couple guys a couple years ago talking about Full Sail and how much, and then they liked it, and then I looked into it and realized that's the place for me. So I applied, got in, and super excited. The first class I took was Media Literacy and Research Methodologies. This is our first class. I was a little unsure about what to expect from the program. It was a master's program, so it was pretty prestigious, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to finish successfully. But this class made it easy, and I learned a lot about. We created a LinkedIn. I learned about all at LinkedIn. I learned more about time management, the use of RSS feeds, and Digo, and Twitter. I already was part of a big Twitter follower, but this actually taught me more about Twitter and the Twitter lists. And this also taught me a lot about conducting research and the proper way to conduct research and what sources to use and what sources not to use. I did a research presentation on music piracy. It was my first time using Keynote, and I found that I like it a lot better than PowerPoint, hence why I'm using it now. And I did a research paper on the importance of music piracy, because music piracy is something that's important to me. It's something that needs to be handled because the artist put a lot of work into creating that, and it shouldn't be just given away for free. The next class I took was executive leadership. We actually created our first professional blog. I've never blogged before this program, and this actually made me like blogging, made me get more into it, and I really had fun creating this cool layout, and it eventually evolved, and the one that's on this image right here is actually my present one. My favorite assignment was the profile of a leader. We got to choose any leader in the entertainment business and do a profile of him. And of course, I chose Justin Timberlake. I'm a huge fan, probably his #1 fan. And I got to really dig deep into his life and profile the different characteristics from Maxwell and Green's books about what makes him the potential and perfect leader. We also did a leadership self-assessment where I had to self-assess how I am as a leader and what it takes to be a leader in my words. The next class was project and team management. In this class we did a pest analysis of the music industry. I did that, and I had to do all the political, economic, social, culture, and technological parts of the music industry. It kind of brought me more into what's going on and the problems within the industry. We also had to do a planning schedule of a potential business that we wanted to be into, and we actually created our business here. It was I created a touring industry because I'm in love with concerts and live events and tours, and so we had to do a planning schedule, which actually taught me a lot about what really goes into planning. It's a lot more than just putting dates on a calendar. And we had to do budget of the tour that we would plan. And this was also really brings you insight into really how much something costs. And a tour is a lot more expensive than one would think. The next class was business storytelling and brand development. We actually had to do personal brand strategy, trying to kind of see who we are as a person online, what people get when they search us, kind of our overall strategy of who we are. We actually did more creation of our own company. We did the name, the logo, the tagline, corporate culture, the mantra, product mock-up, and competition analysis. Again, this is a brand development. It brought more into insights of what we were going to be creating as a company. It really showed how much it takes to actually create a company. A lot of research and SWOT analysis and whatnot. We also did an integrated marketing communication strategy project, and that also shows you how much goes into marketing. It's like a whole other business side of the business is the marketing, because that's what creates a livelihood and gets your word about your business out there. The next one was entertainment business finance. We actually learned about breaking even. This is something that was kind of new to me. I'm not really big on finances and all that, so I really paid attention to this class and tried to see what all it took. We did a crowdfunding paper where we learned about different crowdfunding things, websites that could actually help a company earn money and from people who are interested in their dream. We also learned about investing, and we did our big pro forma project, which is a foreseeing of what was to come in our actual business plan. This pro forma project actually brought me really into insight about every little detail that goes into financing. It's not just, okay, I need this money. It's, you have to know every single detail. The next one was negotiating deal making. We actually got to interview an industry professional for our blog. I interviewed Isaac Dietz, who is the videographer for a lot of Family Force 5 videos and a lot of Christian label videos. He's creating his business up as it goes. We learned a lot about separating individuals from problem, mutual benefit, preparation, how important preparing is, positional bargaining, objective criteria, and we also did a teamwork assignment online where we had to get with an individual who is in our class and actually act out like if we were manager and artist. And that was a little difficult because it was hard getting in contact with someone who was a completely different state. But with the power of internet, it actually became a lot easier than I would have thought. We also learned about BATNA and real life negotiation, and I did a case study on the merging of Live Nation and Ticketmaster, and what all the details and financing that went into that. Then we did product and artist management. This is probably one of my favorite class of the entire program because this event, I love music and I love managing with artists and stuff, and we actually did a case study on one of my favorite old school rock and roll bands, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I got to learn more about the guys in the band and what went on, what process of what their breakup and getting back together was. Then we had to do a live event project, and I did the Justin Timberlake Suit Up for Shriners, which I had a lot of fun doing. I love event planning, and so this was one of my babies, this project. And Justin Timberlake is a really big advocate for Shriners Hospital, so it was a lot of fun putting that together. And then we had to do a project management keynote, and I did with Concert Buddy, it's like a hydration pack thing, and I had a lot of fun with that because, again, it's something I'm passionate about. So. Then we had advanced entertainment law, where we had to do IP audit of our business, and that goes into like the liabilities, the trade secrets, product liability, and copyright, licenses, patents of what. And you would just be surprised of what you actually need to get all that done, and including like name, the logo. You can't just put your name out there. We also learned about endorsements, similar to the one that's seen with Justin Timberlake in the picture, and acquiring those. And I did a analysis of the Howard versus Omni Hotel Management Corporation with the product liability with that. And we also learned about trade secrets, and you just learned a lot. I actually did take a class like this in my undergrad, but this one actually brought more insight into really what goes on in entertainment law. The next class was Entertainment Media Publishing Distribution. I was introduced to Google Docs. I actually really like this. I could use it in my future business ventures. It was something I didn't know about before, and it just really brought insight into it. And then we did a letter to a potential agency. This class kind of brought me off guard because we strayed away from our business, and we kind of had to do it more about the actual individual pieces of media publishing. And so I did it on mine and my sister's band Goolsby, and we did a business project just how to do about that. And we also did like a whole strategy thing. It was fun. It was a fun project, but it just kind of threw me off guard. Then we did digital marketing. This was another one of my not so favorite classes because we did proposal A and proposal B, and I was a little confused because it wasn't like a business plan, but it was more into like the actual marketing and the situation at competition. We had to do branding, goals, planning. It was similar to it, and then we had to channel selection, search engine, and I've never been introduced to any of these like search engine optimization, paid search, pay-per-click before, and so I had to work extra hard on like actually learning all about the different things that go into digital marketing. Then we did our business plan development, which is the class before this one, and we actually had put together each week different parts of our business plan and got feedback on it, on what to do, and it was all aspects of the creation. We learned about differentiation, and one of the biggest parts of the business plan development was the financial part, which was a little difficult for me, but once I got together, it actually all came together nicely. And then we are in a final bit project business plan. This is actually one of my favorite classes because we actually had to put together the business and what it takes. And I would spend countless hours on perfecting my business plan, and then we had to do the presentation and an elevator pitch. I had a lot of fun doing the elevator pitch because it made you really think and really put down your company in a minute or less, and kind of like a commercial for your company. Now we are at the end of the program, and I cannot wait to graduate and get my career started in the live event industry and hope to one day be a success within the industry. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation.